Design Facebook News Feed is a very popular system design interview question. The news feed is an integral part of the user experience on Facebook. It displays updates from the friends and the pages followed by the user in the form of a scrollable feed. In this question, we will be asked to design the following key features and their APIs. Facebook users should be able to see the news feed containing posts and statuses from their friends and pages that they have followed. They can post and like statuses that may contain text, images, and videos. They can send friend requests to other users and follow other pages. While designing this system, we should ensure that the system has minimum latency. So, the user does not experience any significant lag during the news feed generation. Also, the final design should be highly available because if Facebook's news feed is down, then it will be all over the news, and we do not want that to happen. Since we are designing a highly available system, and as we know from the CAP theorem, that we can have either high availability or high consistency, thus, we will aim for an eventually consistent system. Also, our system will be read-heavy in nature as more users will be loading their news feed rather than posting statuses on Facebook. Thus, the number of read requests will be far greater than write requests. To design an efficient system in the interview, we will have to consider the following scale estimations. These estimations will help us in explaining the scale of the system to the interviewer. On average, the system will have 1 billion daily active users, with each user fetching their timeline 10 times a day. Thus, the system will receive around 10 billion news feed requests per day. Also, on average, each person will post twice a day. Each post is liked 5 times, and each person has about 200 friends, and follows about 100 pages. At a high level, this problem can be divided into 2 parts: feed generation and feed publishing. To understand feed generation, let us take an example. This is Matthew. He has just logged onto Facebook. Now, we need to generate the news feed for him. We will first obtain the IDs of all the friends and the pages followed by Matthew. Then, we will retrieve the most recent and popular posts of these entities. We will rank these posts based on the relevance, and store them in a cache. Top posts, about 30 in number, will be returned and displayed on the UI. Whenever Matthew reaches the end of his current feed, the next top post will be fetched from the server to be displayed to him. This is a very high-level description of the feed generation. So far, we have generated the feed only once and stored it in the cache. In the interview, we will also need to discuss in depth how the feed will be updated continuously with new incoming posts from entities that Matthew follows. One possible solution is that we can keep generating the feed periodically to add new and popular posts to Matthew's feed. We can run the generation process every 5 minutes and notify Matthew whenever we have new updates available for him that he can fetch. The second part of this problem focuses on feed publishing. There are 2 approaches: pull or push model. The pull model is also known as fan-out unload. In this approach, recent feed data is kept in the memory on the server, and the users can pull it on a regular basis or manually whenever they need it. However, there are a few issues with this model. Data can become stale unless a pull request is issued. Also, most pull requests may result in an empty response if there is no new data, thus causing a waste of resources. The second approach is the push model. It is also known as fan-out on write. In this approach, the server can immediately push new updates to the user. To accomplish this, users will have to maintain a long pull request with the server for receiving the new updates. However, there is one potential issue with this model. The server will have to push updates to a lot of people when the user has millions of followers, which can use a lot of resources and overwhelm our service. This is also known as the celebrity user issue. In the interview, we will need to discuss the pros and cons of both the models, and then come up with a hybrid approach that can handle feed publishing on a large scale such as Facebook. This is the detailed component design of this system. It involves various components like news feed generation service, databases for storing user and post data, caches for fast retrieval, application servers, load balancers, news feed ranking service, and the push notification service. This question can be quite complex, and deserves its own video. Do not worry about it. We will make a separate future video to discuss this design in more detail. So, subscribe to our channel to get notified. You can support us by buying us a coffee by clicking the link in the description box below. Kindly join our Patreon community to support us, and take advantage of our additional services like detailed resume review, early access, and shout out in our videos. This video is part of the video series on system design interviews at Facebook. Thus, if you haven't watched, we recommend watching it by clicking the above link in the top right corner of this video, or through the link that we have added in the description box below. We recommend you to take a look at our kit.co page in the description box below, for interview preparation books and courses. It also contains additional details about our work-from-home setup, and the tools used to produce this video. We hope that this video and the resources mentioned in the description will help you in your journey in preparing and succeeding in these interviews. We'd like to thank you for supporting our channel by giving us a like, leaving a comment, and sharing this video with your friends. Also, subscribe to our channel, and press the bell icon to get notified when we publish detailed solutions to each of these problems in our future videos. See you all in the next video.